Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Infiniti ceiling fan installed in my living room. I took down the bright brass Infiniti that was here and put up the black one, due to this one matching the living room a lot better than the brass one did. The brass one didn't look bad, but it was just the finish of the fan itself, not the blades, the brass finish that didn't really go with anything in the living room. Had it been at the old apartment, I definitely would have looked a lot nicer in that living room. In fact, if I still lived it, I probably would have put the brass one in the low profile place, to be honest. But being in a different apartment with a somewhat more modernized living room, or a more contemporary looking one, I feel like a fan like this would look a lot nicer than a brass one. And also, I just have a lot of black furnishings in the living room, so that's the main reason why I put up this one. I did have a second fan in case this one acted up as well, like the progress lighting one did. I did have a backup fan I was going to put, though it wasn't really one I really wanted to put up. The other fan would have been the Mission, however, that fan wouldn't give off enough lighting for this room, so that one didn't. So I'm really happy that one did. I didn't have to put up that one. Also, it's very heavy, so I was afraid to put that one up to begin with. But speaking of the Mission, I did steal the mounting plate from it to use it on this one, because when I got that fan with Brandon, it had the Hunter isolation things for the mounting plate to keep, so it won't vibrate as much, and that makes it a lot easier to install. And that's what I use on this. So this fan is installed a lot better than the brass one was. And this one I put up like for maybe less than 20 minutes, to be honest. The spotlight I did repaint before I installed it, because after I did the testing video base, some of the paint was starting to like scratch off and such. So I did repaint it. The pull chains I got at Home Depot, and no, they did not come in a black ring around it. It did have a ring, but it was the antique brass. And I just got a Sharpie and just traced around it to make it black. And the chains aren't original to those pull chains as well. I went to an Army Barrack store that has dog tags, and I just asked for a black chain. The guy actually just gave it to me for free, which I was pretty grateful for. And I added those to the fan. The chain for the light, you can kind of see it was a brass one. I just colored that with a Sharpie black. It's not that noticeable, the original finish, and the chain for the fan was always black, hence why I made all the other chains black as well, just so it would all match. But yeah, I mean, if you just take a look at this fan in the living room, you can definitely see that it matches with the living room very well compared to the brass Infiniti. It matches the record player, the TV, the Hunter Rockefeller table fan, the frames on the pictures / paintings that I have hung up in the living room. And also, it just gives such a living room vibe, just seeing how it goes well with everything in here. And the fan is the oldest one installed now, because this one is from the second quarter of 1993, whereas the bathroom fan is from the second or third quarter of 1994. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that one's from 94. But, and even though this one doesn't look that old, it is the oldest one. But yeah, it is an earlier black Infiniti, because I know the black Infinitis were first introduced in 92. They replaced the gunmetal one, which I think was a cool Infiniti, but I do like the black one more, just because black's more of a child finish for me. I feel like the gunmetal one would have looked nice if they sold that the Infinitis for the 2000s and not just the 90s. But yeah. But yeah, I really just love the rosewood and black combination on this fan. And I'm glad to have this one up over the Mission, because this is more of an uncommon model from Hunter, just because of the finish it's in. So, and that is kind of what I wanted to do, is just have all uncommon fans and so on in the apartment, except for the basement one. I don't want an uncommon fan down there, obviously. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the light. And this was just a regular white spotlight kit, the bullet one. Now the finish was somewhat worn out on it, hence why I decided to paint it. Now one of these days I am going to swap it out with a genuine black one. Because the arms on this one are a bit beat up. They're loose and not really in the best conditions. But and also that's another reason why I decided to paint them. The fans, not the fan, but the spotlight on it. But yeah. The light, start the fan off on low. But I mean, this fan definitely has the long spin down. Actually, it's the longest spin down out of all the fans installed. Because one that's in my bedroom, technically that's the newest one. I don't know, even though the one in the basement's newer than that one, it's been used more recently because I've had it installed for almost a year now, the one in the basement. Whereas the one in my bedroom's only been used a few times just for testing purposes until recently. But yeah, this fan definitely has a decent spin down. I'll do a video of this and the kitchen fan running side by side so you can show them spin downs on different speeds just so you can see the differences. Because this fan definitely has very good bearings in it. Yeah, it has a nice low speed to it. It goes a little bit faster than the other fans here on the low speed road, more specifically my bedroom one and the kitchen one. But for the living room, it's fine. I kind of do wish that I had the a remote set into this fan as well, so I can like put the pull chain on low speed and set the fan to like a medium speed, so that way I don't have an even slower low speed, because I think that would look really awesome on this fan. Kind of like how Cosmoc had like the 6 speeds with intelligent fans for the most part. You can have like just like the low speed just for looks. I think that would look really nice on this fan. And I'm also not going to be showing this fan in reverse. I reverse these fans in the wintertime as it is, so except for the bedroom one, so I'll show these on reverse when that time comes around. Alright, maybe go ahead and show it to white. Oh, it's on low speed. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I really didn't want to put the mission in here, because I really do need a fan that can use a spotlight in this living room, because I do have a lot of uses for the spotlight. So like I take a lot of pictures of the records over there, and I do point all the spotlights in that direction to give proper lighting for when I take the picture. And when I do homework in here, I can put all 4 spotlights facing straight down. And I remember when I tested the mission in my bedroom, when they did like the testing to see how much it lit up the room. It really didn't light up the room all that much, so it wouldn't have been that reliable for lighting. It would just be more for looks, to be honest. Plus, my mom's I know she didn't really like how much that fan weighed. She actually decided to pick it up, and when she tried to move it, and yeah, I really don't think she would have let me put that one up in here anyways. Oh yeah, now for medium. But this one was really the one I wanted to put, or if not, I'll try to find another black fan to put in here. Well yeah, this is a fan I've been wanting to put up ever since I got it, and finally I just really kind of wanted to get bored of the brass one, but also I just really wanted to I really wanted to think it out first before I put it up. I could have put it up earlier, but I felt like it would have just been better to put it up whenever I really was influenced to take down the kitchen fan, because having a black fan up with the brass one, which I had up for a week, it wasn't a bad combination, but it would just make the kitchen fan look even more out of place. Because the Passport 2, even though it didn't match with almost anything in the kitchen, it did match with the fan over here. And it's the only reason why the other reason why I had a brass fan in this room to begin with. But then I started to realize that the brass fans didn't really go with anything in each room. So I figured I'd just put up fans that match their own rooms, basically. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show it with the light. And I know some people might be upset that I'm using the rosewood blaze over the black blaze, and I could put the black blaze, but I know my mom would not like the fan if it was just all black. So that's another reason. But also I like it a lot better if the rosewood gives. I really don't like to have a fan installed in the house, like if it's just all one color, except for, well, depending on the fan, like the bathroom dressing room and Minka Air Mesa in the basement. Those are like a few exceptions. But for an Infiniti, I really do like more of the contrast on it. But I do like the white ones all white. But and I think it looks nice all black too, but I really just love the rosewood on it. The black and rosewood contrast, so I honestly prefer that over it. Just the plain black look. So yeah, let's shut off the light and move the fan up to high speed. But yeah, the fan pushes out a great amount of air. Not as much as my bedroom fan, but definitely moves a good amount of air. And it's not the fan that's wobbling, it's actually the white kit, because this one, it's somewhat loose. You just keep twisting it, but it doesn't stop twisting in to place. So I gotta put some screws to hold it, to like tighten it into place better, but it's not gonna go anywhere. Just literally the white kit bouncing back and forth, to be honest. And I figured this would be a nice fan, because it isn't that often that you see black ceiling fans. Well, nowadays, yes, but black ceiling fans back when I was a kid were something that was a lot more uncommon. So to have one up in its place kind of brings back childhood memories. I always felt that gloss black ceiling fans were pretty cool as a kid. And that is something that was actually the first ceiling fan I had in the living room at the old apartment before the Hampton carousel was a gloss black ceiling fan with a black and glass ceiling fan. So to have a black one up, and again, kind of brings back memories of having that one up. I think it was like some sort of like Casablanca Mercury knockoff of some sort. But I feel like it might have had Saturn rings on it, so I'm not 100% sure. It was so long ago, I barely remember. I remember like the vents on it. It was like circles on it, and that's it. Black switch housing, gloss black blade arms. No gloss black blades. No Saturn ring lines on it though. Brass blade arms, and I don't remember if there was anything else that was brass on it. It might have had Saturn rings, but I don't. I feel like I would have remembered that, but it's been so long, so I don't remember. It was a knockoff of some fan, but yeah, I do miss it. I wish I still had it, but it looks something like a KMR type fan. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, not to hear the air movement. Oh wait, I'm gonna show it the light, and then I'll shut it off and you spin down. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but when I did the National Ceiling Fan Day video, the lights were like reflecting off to the side as well. It might have been because it was very cloudy that day. But or maybe it's just because if it's not enough lighting, it will do that. So my bedroom doesn't have that much lighting to begin with, so I'll see if it does that again with the bedroom fan. Yeah. Off the light and the fan. And now for spin down. The spin down on this fan is almost like a good few minutes. Haven't timed it exactly, but I know the spin down on this fan is pretty long. Out of all the 100 spinner fans that I've tested, this one I think might actually have the spinner motor hunter fans out of all of my spinner motor hunters. I think this one actually might have the longest spin down, to be honest. But yeah, I think Brandon for selling me this fan I remember that when I first met him, he told me he already had a few other people interested, but since I was closer, I obviously got priority. So yeah. This fan, along with the other one in my bedroom, are my two favorite fans installed. I can't really see which one I like more, but they're definitely both my favorite fans installed, and they actually could be my favorite fans in the collection altogether. Not 100% sure. I usually, if I install a fan, it has to be like one of my favorite fans. Hence why I install it. Yeah, even on the low speed, like the spin down on the low speed, it's pretty decent on it as well. Just ignore the birds in the background. But I mean, I definitely can't wait to do an iMovie remake on this fan. It's definitely one I've been wanting to do an iMovie remake of for quite a bit. Yeah, there it is. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.